Good morning, everybody. I hope y'all enjoyed our story time with Zach's alligator with Miss Gina. And we are going to make some alligator hand puppets today. These cute little alligators. And then you just put your hand in here and you have a chomping alligator. And we have a couple of little styles. One that might look a little bit more ferocious where the teeth kind of hang down. And then one that's a little bit milder where the teeth just come straight out. But they're both, other than that, they're both made the same. So what you're going to need is a number 10 business envelope. And then you're going to need your colored paper, a dark green or some color green, maybe a lighter green to contrast the eyes and the nose. Some yellow or white for your teeth and your eyes. And then red for the tongue piece. You're going to need, of course, scissors and a glue stick and probably a black or green or both markers. And so how we're going to start out is making the hand part for with using the envelope. And you're going to have your envelope where the side that seals is to the inside. Okay, so you're going to fold your envelope this direction where the seal part is on the inside. So you just match up your edges and then make a crease. And so you should have this. And then this will be the inside. Now what you're going to want to do is cut. So now you have the side that you would normally address, and you're going to cut across the seal and all the way over to almost the edge. And make sure when you cut that you don't catch this back part, because you want to leave that intact. So I'm going to cut it across just like this in the center. And this is going to be the openings for you to put your fingers. So if you have a child that has a larger hand, you're a little bit older child, then you're going to want to come and on this edge, the bottom edge of the envelope, you're going to want to cut about an inch or so, cut this over a little bit more, going down. So like I have an adult hand, so I'm going to need a little bit more space to put the top of my hand in there. If you have, a 3 or 4-year-old, they may not need that extra space. So after you make that cut, we're going to seal our envelope, these two pieces, to the back. So seal that part down, take this strip off, and seal the other part down. And that leaves you, this is going to be the hand puppet part, okay? So now we have the top is the part with the slit. So you're going to take your green paper for your alligator and you're going to fold it in half. And this just allows you to cut both your top and bottom piece for your alligator together, because you're going to have green on the top, but then their back side's also going to have green, okay? And so you can use your envelope as a guide to the size that you want. You're going to want your green to be a little bit beyond your edges. And what you're going to do, you're just going to go down and kind of make a U shape and come back up. And if you have smaller children that want to cut their own, you can just draw the cut line for them. Or, you draw your cut line for yourself. So then that leaves me kind of like that. And I'm going to have two pieces now, and they'll be exactly the same. So you're just going to glue these two pieces on, and you're going to come up where this part is cut and just kind of bring your straight edge up to where that is. And be careful not to go beyond and glue your hand part together. You'll have to take something to kind of pry that apart later if that happens. So I'm just going to glue one side. This is my back. This is going to be my bottom. And this side has my slit. So I'm going to glue this side. This will be the alligator's face. Glue him on. Kind of try to line up your top and bottom as best you can. Squish them down. Okay, so now I have the top and bottom parts of my alligator head, and then this is the back, what the back looks like, and this is your sealed, where you seal the envelope. Okay, so now we're going to make the alligator's face. Make sure where I have mine. Make sure your slit, where you cut that slit going down, is the side that you put the face on, because that's where the bulk of your hand's going to be. So now we're going to take, well, let's see, let's do the teeth first, or the inside. So we'll do the tongue first. So you're going to take your red and just kind of cut it where it's going to be like up, where it's going to kind of look like that, and just kind of round the edges. So I've got this one just a little bit too long because it goes beyond the white, which doesn't really matter, but you want to leave room to be able to put your teeth on there. Okay, so let me make sure I've got, okay, so this is the part of my tongue, because remember the slit's going to be on the bottom, your extra slit's going to be on the top. So I'm going to go ahead and just glue my tongue on, and then I'm going to take the color, for my teeth. Now the bottom teeth on these, I just glued flat onto the green, and it's just triangles. And so whatever size triangles you cut, that's, if you want large teeth or not so large teeth, and probably, depending on the size, you're only going to need like maybe 4. If you make them a little bit smaller, maybe 5 to go on the bottom. And so we're just going to glue these like this, just flat all along the bottom. And these teeth hang over the edge of your green a little bit. So it comes out like that. Okay, so now I've got my tongue and my bottom teeth, and now we're going to decorate the face. Okay, so I'm going to do my eyes, and I'll do this one in a contrasting color like this one is, this lighter green, and just kind of draw, you can just draw the shape of your eyes. If you fold your paper in half and do 2 together, then they'll be the same size. And you want to, for these, see how they're kind of raised, you're going to want a decent size, and then you're going to want enough to where you have some to fold underneath so that they stand up, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to kind of U these around, but kind of make it a little bit taller. And if they're too tall, you can always adjust that part later. So here I've just kind of made 2 things for eyes. Okay, and I'm going to bend this part down so that I have something to glue down where they stand up. So I'm going to go ahead and glue those on to kind of see about on the head of your alligator where you want your eyes to be. Okay, so I've got this part kind of glued down. I don't know if you can see that. And so now my eyes raise up, and he's looking at you. And then just cut you a couple of circles out of the white for the center of your eyes. and glues these in the middle. Mine's not quite a true circle. That's okay. And then take your black marker and make your little pupils. So I'm just going to color in some circles in the middle. Try to get them about the same size. And so here now I have eyes for my alligator. You can see that. Okay, so now I'm going to do the nose. You can do the nose a couple ways. You can just color on here the nostrils for the nose, or you can, let's see if I have enough here. Or you can do the same kind of thing that you did for the eyes and just kind of make kind of like an M shape, where he's got a couple of humps like this one where it's raised. I just made a thing kind of like this, where it's kind of an M, and then you're gonna leave you enough to bend this, whoops, I tore him, to bend this back so he's raised, so it's raised up, and glue that on. So you just kind of have to figure out the size on your own. I didn't give you a template for that. And then just take your black marker and color a couple of nostrils on there. And you want to make sure your eyes are a little bit taller than the nose part, so he's peeking up over them. And there you have that. Now we're going to make our teeth. So if you want, let's see, covering up, like this style, it just has the teeth glued flat to the head. This style, I have him where I bend it over, so his teeth are kind of more elongated and a little more substance to it. And so I'm going to go ahead and make this kind. Just measure the length of your alligator's nose, or front part, and just bend you over a piece that you can glue. This piece will be glued to the roof of the mouth, and then you'll do your triangles just cutting out of this piece. And so you're going to go like this, where you have gaps in between your triangles for his teeth. Okay, so you have that. And so then I'm going to glue this part onto the roof of his mouth. This direction. So his teeth hang down. Okay, and then if you can see on these, it has little scales, kind of. So just take your green or black marker and just do little U's across him to make it, it look like the scales on the alligator skin. Kind of that reptile look. So you have it that ends up like that. Okay? So now here you have your alligator face with his teeth and his tongue. And this is the part that your hand is going to go in. And your slit should be on the same side as your alligator's face. For your larger hand, you're going to put your main fingers through the top and your thumb goes in the flap on the bottom. And here you have your alligator puppet. Okay? So I hope y'all enjoy making this alligator and your puppet, and you can, you know, act out the story or retell the story with your alligator if you want to, or just play with him however you want. So I hope you enjoy this little craft and have a good week, and we'll see you next time. Bye.